How to safely pursue casual dating opportunities on Craigslist. Some readers may have an affinity for, and attraction to, particular types of individuals. One way to pursue these interests is to seek out casual dating opportunities on personal sites like Craigslist. This article is intended as a basic guide in setting boundaries and establishing healthy parameters in addressing any particular fetish on Craigslist. These suggestions may be applied to other online dating sites as well. Steps. 1. Write up a specific ad for what you're seeking. This is initially where the proverbial pedal hits the metal, by describing exactly what it is you are looking for precisely when composing the CL ad. For example, you might specify gentle bottom, aggressive top, no verbal, anonymous scene, shower available, parking situation, door unlocked, buzz you in, condoms required, safer sex only, open-ended friendship, relationship wanted, hookup only, no strings attached, no oral preferred, missionary position, traditional positions, your stats, his expected time of arrival, pictures, discreet private environment, his stats, your expectations, role-playing, truthful physical descriptions, time frame, behavioral expectations, terminal objectives, categorical imperatives, etc. You can let the responder know, even before chatting, exactly what it is that you are interested in. This specificity also helps avoid any misunderstandings later. 2. Assess any people contacting you to see if they meet your requirements. Then once a date responds in kind, he can either be referred back to the ad for clarity, or be further assessed and given your personal contact information, meeting place, address, or phone number. If the responder won't provide a picture or additional basic information, it's best to move on to the next person. Frequently, the date may be a repeat CL responder, dater. They may already pretty much know your particular drill, and you know theirs, from past experience. Great personal contacts can be saved to a permanent online file with any necessary contact information. Also, if they were too rough, too loud, or too anything, you can easily make a comment on their profile page, so they can be pointed later or identified for any pattern of uncomeliness, untoward, or even stalking-type illegal behaviors. One CL date, for instance, was looking all over the host's apartment for a laptop after intimacy. Luckily, all valuables had been placed well out of reach, but this behavior required noting in the date's recorded profile, for future reference and/or follow-up with authorities. 3. Watch out for warning signs. Is he making a lot of typos while texting the host? Could he be drunk or high? If he calls, is his speech slurred or is he abusive or demanding in any way? Or is he just a CL adolescent gamer, who is playing around online while mommy is out of the house? Most of these signs can be delineated long before further contact information is shared. The rule of thumb is an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Don't be afraid to rely on your gut instincts. 4. Meet in public. It's always best to meet initially in a public space, coffee house, or other peopled venue prior to inviting the guest over. The last thing that should be given out to the date is your apartment number. Potential dates have to arrive promptly and call or meet with the host for that most important detail. After all these screening methods, it may appear that the date is in earnest and has at least made the effort to show up on time and has appeared clean and sober, and finally, also been scanned visually by you on the outside, prior to actually buzzing anyone in. In addition, there may be highly visible security cameras in the lobby of your building, so that anyone who arrives or exits knows that they are being recorded on film. Your apartment may also be ideally located in the rear of your building. To get to it, guests may have to pass by 25 other apartments, so the likelihood of them being seen by others is much greater. 5. Look out for inappropriate interactions on the date. Once the CL date is in your apartment, is he courteous, low-key, and friendly? Once in a while a guest may arrive who has been drinking. Simply turn on all the brightest lights. Put on a large overcoat, crank up the volume on your TV set, and tell him he has to leave. Make the environment as erotic and inhospitable as possible in just a few seconds, and he will usually exit quickly. After he's gone, report him to Abuse at CL and make a personal file tag on him that ensures he will never again return. Also during intimacy, if the date for any reason gets too rough, takes his condom off, is noisy, verbal, excited, biting, demanding, or whatever, attempt to interact with them. A lot of behavior can be modified if the date is reminded that they are an invited guest in your home, and that the walls there may be literally paper thin. 6. Try to have a pleasant experience. Most dates on CL may be agreeable, consensual, and fulfilling, mainly because the person coming over knows exactly what your parameters are in advance and what to expect. Even though it may technically be a quasi-anonymous CL hookup, it can be handled with attention to human dignity, safety precautions, common sense, and a modicum of reciprocal grace. It's one reason why many CL posters establish a routine of regularly returning predictable guests,